guys, my name is Geena. Thank you for clicking on this video. This is my 6th video on this channel, and I originally had a different video planned for today, already edited and filmed, but I realized with everything that's going on in 2020, I kind of just wanted to touch base with everyone and just see how everyone's doing. At this point, I have about 190 subscribers on YouTube, I want to say, and I want to appreciate each and every one of you for subscribing. I want to give a special big thanks to everyone who engages with my content, likes and comments. I see you and I really appreciate you. You're really helping me push the algorithm, and I love making YouTube videos, not only for myself but for you guys, and I hope you enjoy them as much as I enjoy making them. With that being said, I don't have such a huge platform, which is why I didn't want to make this video earlier. With everything going on, I feel like this video was needed. I want to be able to hopefully influence at least one person to maybe do the right thing, to change the way they think, to sign a petition, and I just wanted to as well say that I'm going to link a couple of petitions down below that need a couple more signatures. I strongly encourage each and every one of you to not only sign these petitions, but to actually read why you're signing this and to really understand what these causes are for. It's really important, and everyone should be doing this regardless of anything. I don't want to get praised for this. This is something that everyone should be doing. This is a human rights violation. We are talking about human lives. Unfortunately, not all of us are treated equal in this country. I am thankful enough to not have to struggle due to my skin color, and there's a lot of people out there who can't say the same, and I will never know what it's like to be a Black American in the United States, but I hear you and I see you. At Cal State Northridge, I study criminology and psychology. I am about to be a senior and I'm about to get my bachelor's degree in criminology. I study police brutality on a daily basis in my classes. I study theories and laws and things that go on behind the scenes in our criminal justice system, and I would just like to say that our criminal justice system is just as bad as it is being portrayed on media. We need to make a change soon. We need to make a change fast. If you are racist, homophobic, or sexist and you're watching this, I strongly encourage you, as well as everyone else, to watch the videos that I link down below talking about Black Lives Matter, the importance of the Black Lives Matter movement, and understanding of what the Black Lives Matter movement is about. Someone came up to me about a week ago trying to tell me that I don't know anything about Black people and that the Black Lives Matter movement is a way for Black people to segregate themselves. To that person, I say, educate yourself, please. Like I said, I'm going to link 2 videos down below explaining the Black Lives Matter movement. I really hope you educate yourself. If you are racist, sexist, or homophobic and you understand that you have this deep hatred in yourself, thank you for not being in denial about it. I hope you get help. I hope you take care of yourself. I hope that you do some research. I hope you better yourself and educate yourself and improve yourself, because we are living in such a revolutionary and difficult and unusual time right now, and to have more hatred in this world, no one has time for that. I also wanted to talk a little bit about the pandemic that we're going through. On March 11th, 2020, coronavirus was considered to be a worldwide pandemic. My condolences to anyone who has lost someone due to COVID-19. All I could say is it's not fair what's happening to you. I'm thankful enough to say that I don't know anyone who has COVID-19. I am also thankful enough to say that none of my friends know anyone who has COVID-19. I hope a majority of you can say the same. For those of you who can't, I'm sorry, and it's not fair, and what you're going through is very difficult, and I really hope you're staying healthy and safe, and I hope you are staying sane. I just hope the best for you. For those of you who are stuck in quarantine with someone toxic and violent, and you're struggling with a domestic violence issue, I hope you see this video as a message to maybe start trying to figure out a way to get out of that situation. I know a lot of people are currently doing GoFundMe pages that are very successful in helping them move. I strongly encourage you to do the same. I strongly encourage you to do anything in your power to be able to get out of the situation, because nobody deserves that. A lot of people think that they can change an abuser, but No one can change the abuser but themselves, and nobody can change the situation that you're in other than you. It's difficult to be in an abusive relationship because you want to so bad be that change, and you feel like there's hope in your relationship and that them abusing you is going to be the last time that they do it and that they'll change, and that's not the case the majority of the time. I really, really hope you start to understand that if there are family members and friends of yours who are constantly telling you that this person that you're with is toxic, or maybe you've been pushed away from your family because of the manipulation that you've been going through, I hope you know that it's time to move on. And I know that's really difficult right now. I would also like to say thank you to all the essential workers who are working long hours in a mask, having their skin break out, dealing with customers. Thank you for your service. I just started working again 3 weeks ago. As you can tell, wearing a mask 8.5 hours every day, 5 days a week is not doing my skin any justice, but you know, that's okay. I'm just thankful to be working again, and I'm making this video while being home from work. I went to worked 2 hours, and it was so slow due to everything that's going on in the news that I was just sent home. I just wanted to say to everyone who's watching this, please be respectful towards everyone who's working in the service industry. I have people coming into my restaurant a lot complaining and trying to argue about not wearing a mask. It is unconstitutional to be forced to wear a mask, to be forced to get your temperature checked, and if you don't want to wear a mask, you can go ahead and do that somewhere else, but no one else would probably allow you inside of their facility without a mask. Times like these are not times to be selfish and inconsiderate. Times like these, we need to work together as a community and make sure that we are all staying safe and healthy regardless of whether you think you have corona or not. We got to make sure that the people around us are going to be okay and are going to be safe as well. Our choices make a difference. This is very controversial, and I feel like the death rates of COVID-19 are being spiked a little bit. What the media is portraying about COVID-19, I feel like the media is reporting a lot more deaths due to COVID-19 than the reality. I don't want to name out anyone specific in my life because I would never want to do that, but I know plenty of people who are nurses and doctors and other people who work alongside of patients who have patients who have passed away not due to COVID-19, and on their death certificate it's being said that it's a COVID-19 death, and allegedly the hospital makes more money off of COVID-19 cases. I can't say that I read this from a reliable source, so I don't know how accurate that is. This is alleged. I want to make sure that all of you are also looking at reliable sources whenever you're doing your research and your information. Please don't look at popular social medias. I encourage everyone to continue protesting. Continue protesting for the death of George Floyd. Continue protesting for Breonna Taylor. Continue protesting for every single Black life that's been affected due to police brutality. Black Lives Matter isn't something that just recently sparked up. Black Lives Matter has been Black Lives Matter since Trayvon Martin's death. Police brutality is not something that's new. George Floyd, what happened to George Floyd is not something that's new. Police brutality happens to minorities more often than we think it does. And if you don't believe that white privilege is real, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. White privilege does not mean that you've never struggled in your life. Of course you've struggled. White privilege means that you haven't struggled because of your skin color. This country was founded on racism. The earliest form of policing in the United States were the slave patrols. Groups of white men who were in these police patrols would hunt down and murder Black men and women who attempted to run away. Once slavery was abolished, these slave patrols were considered to be the first founding police officers, and slavery was abolished in 1865, and in 1954, that is when segregation ends. We are in 2020 now. We have been anti-slavery, anti-segregation for 66 years now. How long have we been a racist, slavery-held, segregated country? For 335 years. 66 years is not enough time, especially when the white man is the one in charge of our education.
If you white folks want to be treated the way blacks are in this society, stand. Nobody's standing here. That says very plainly that you know what's happening. You know you don't want it for you.
Especially when our education is taught in a way where the white man is portrayed as the hero. I know a lot of people are saying that 2020 is the worst year in existence. I want to say that 2020 is a year that we needed for change. This is the year where we say no, where it's not enough to not be racist anymore. You have to be anti-racist. It's not enough to be lazy. You can't be uneducated about this. This is how our country was founded. We are in the month of June, which means that we are in Juneteenth. For those of you who don't know what Juneteenth is, it's when on June 19th, 1865, enslaved Black Americans were told that they were free, specifically in Texas. In Texas, Galveston. Juneteenth basically commemorates the end of slavery in the United States. And with that being said, June 2020 is the end of racism. It is the end of ignorance. It is the end of excuses. When I would hear people saying racist things, I often wanted to give them an excuse. And the benefit of the doubt, I would often say things such as, oh, well, their parents probably raised them racist, so that's why they're racist. Oh, they went to an old white school, so we can't make excuses for these people anymore. These people are, I mean, I'm one of these people. I'm white, I'm privileged. If your schools aren't teaching you about the history of the United States, you need to start educating yourselves. You can't make the excuse anymore that you were raised by racist Christian parents. That's not okay anymore. You need to mature, you need to grow up. You need to understand what's happening is wrong and that we need change. I also wanted to speak about something that a lot of people probably aren't aware of. Last year, during my criminology major, I took a class called Criminal Theory, in which we had to write reports, and my group chose to write a report about police brutality, but specifically police gangs. Look up the Vikings or look up the Banditos in Compton PD, as well as a couple other police departments. I specifically did my report on California. You can look at any of your states. I'm assuming there's probably gonna be police gangs in your states as well. Be careful, be safe. I hope you don't take this video with a grain of salt, and I hope you watch this video all the way through. Let me know in the comments down below if you're okay, how you're doing. Let me know down in the comments below. Link some petitions down below that anyone could sign if they'd like to. Let me know if there's anything that I didn't talk about that I should have touched on. I know this video might be a little short. I just really wanted to speak out everything that's going on in the world. And 2020 is a revolutionary time. It's a time that's gonna be in our history books. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And like I said, I hope you're all doing well. Bye.